once again, the hands have to be ahead of the golf club head at impact. And that means that the left wrist will be very flat going through the golf ball. This is a bent left wrist. That's bad news in golf. This is a flat left wrist. This is an arched left wrist. Now, generally speaking, 99 out of 100 people can't get that left wrist flat enough. So here is a great exercise. We're going to get our normal grip, then let go of the right hand, and then arch the wrist out in front. It's very important. Do not put the club out here and take your grip. You'll change your grip, and the wrist won't be arched. It'll just be bent even more. So it's a normal grip, arch the wrist, and we're going to take a little tiny swing back and forward, trying to maintain an arched left wrist. Okay, this is a one-handed chip shot, and a real good one. Okay, now back, forward. Don't worry about the contact. Take a look at that wrist at the end. In fact, it wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if you actually looked at your wrist the entire time. And if the ball got hit, it did. If it didn't get hit, great too. We don't care. We're just trying to keep the wrist out in front. Okay, that's a small chip shot. You can take the left arm only exercise. Now, I don't believe that the left arm is where the power comes from in a golf swing, but that left arm, I believe, controls the shaft angle and the club face angle. And we'll get back to that left wrist much later on. Bigger swing from here, flat wrist, to over here, flat wrist. You will see that I just chunked that massively. I don't care. I'm just trying to work on my left wrist. That's going to go from here to here without the wrist bending. No bend in the wrist. Flat, flat. It's this little group of muscles in there that controls that, incidentally, and you're probably going to get worn out. But if you look at most golf pros, you'll see the underside of their arm is more developed than the upper side of their arm. That's what's holding that wrist in there. So then you would get all the way to this almost full swing. Back here and flat all the way to here. This is not so easy to do. We have a flat wrist here and a flat wrist all the way up to here. You can do this with a golf ball. Tee it up, please. Here, here. The wrist is still flat. Very important, not very easy. That is the flat left wrist. That is probably the most important thing you will ever learn in golf. It controls the shaft, which controls impact, and it controls the face angle, which controls curve. One of the things we will learn later on is how to control the rotation of that flat left wrist to create whatever kind of curve we would like on the golf ball.